All right, and welcome back to Will Witch RP's live play of our episodic campaign, The Mortal Guardians. What is Will Witch RP, you may ask? I'll tell you. Will Witch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We are a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own company so that way we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome, amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players who are with us today. And you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community, where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, and talk about your favorite characters and stories, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got plenty of games that happen every day, Monday through Saturday, so that way you can play in the Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zol and their dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also offer high-quality custom quests, magic items, our Burning Veil campaign that runs alongside the Mortal Guardians, and our playthrough of D&D's Dragonlance campaign. So take a moment during the game to join us and introduce yourself. We can't wait to see you at the table. Now, speaking of the table, let's get started with today's game. And we begin with introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye. I'm with Wildwitch RP. You can find out all about us on our website. That's wildwitch.com. That's WILDEWITCH.com. It's got all the ways you can find us on the internet, including the invite link to our Discord, as well as all the fun stuff we've got going on. Speaking of fun things and being on the internet, we also have Sirenscape. Sirenscape helps us out by providing all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone played during dramatically appropriate times. You can find out all that Sirenscape can do for you and your table by heading over to their website, sirenscape.com. With that, let's head over to the player side of the table and learn a little bit about the characters being brought in. And we'll begin with an introduction for Cheer.
Hi, I'm Shay, and I'm playing Cheer. She's a Satyr Ranger, she's a Sagittarius, likes long walks on the beach, and Map Boy, Treasure Boy, Ellie, Cordalian, Jonah, Aloya, Sabari, Gil, other unnamed fish person, Door Boy, Moonbill, Traveler, Navarre, Rom, Drovarian, Smelly Boy, and Archibald Rashan, Professor of Historical Sciences. She's very happy to be here.
Amazing. Next up on our introductions, let's learn about Verity.
Hi, I'm Kelsey, and I'm playing Verity. She's a changeling warlock with a very special patron. Stithway.
Next up in line, let's get an introduction for Leorend.
Hi, I'm playing Liren, half-elf paladin, who's ready to lend his shield where it's needed. And I'm very scared to be here.
Amazing. We have Kaizen.
Hello, I'll be playing Kaizen. Kaizen is a half-elf monk rogue. She likes to give people flowers, climb things she shouldn't, and hit skellies. It's a good time. And she also likes to not die, so we'll see how that goes.
Alrighty. And then, last but not least, let us get an introduction for Xena. Oh no, are you muted?
Sorry. I am Radiant, and I'm bringing Xena, who is in a similar barbarian fighter mix, but likes swinging her axe, hanging out with Elle and her friends. She doesn't like bullies, the undead, any plants, purple worms, and other aberrant creatures that likes to swallow her. Also on that list are irritating beings that regenerate or are resistant to her attacks, all demons, and thought of losing her friends.
Well then, I think with that we are set to dive into our story. We begin with flashes of images, memories. A bolt of lightning crackles in the dark. A cry for mercy goes unheard. Physical confrontation, bursts of punches, kicks, grapples, and shoves. Shattering glass, a crumbling wall. Surrender yourself, number 20046. If you retain even a sliver of these memories, you jeopardize the entire vanguard. Surrender to the will of the dragon. Everything collapses into a swirl of colors that coalesces into the shape of another figure. A person. A man conjuring a magical sphere rapidly expands outward until it collides with a fragile cylinder that shatters and explodes. And suddenly, everything is moving away. Far, far away. And then nothing. Near the bay of Wintervale, where the docks wait quietly in the early evening, several fishermen tether their craft after a long day's work. And then suddenly, in the distance, there's an explosion. In an old, disused tower of the Mages Guild, a structure overlooking the water near the north end. A single figure glides through the sky like a falling star, crashes down onto the roof of a warehouse before skidding over its edge, plummeting into the water. And the fishermen rush over to find them, expecting the worst. Cheer. It's been days since you awoke. You can tell by the taste in your mouth and the struggle it is to open your eyes. And when you wake up, you are in a wooden bunk of some worn and forgotten house. Outside, you hear the water of the coastline. But other than that, you have no memory of how you've arrived here. You have no memory of what happened to you. The last thing that you recall was leaving the guild hall to take care of personal business, but after that it is all a blur, dark, fading shadows that dance in the dark, mysterious and indiscernible voices. But not all of those voices are inside your mind. There's voices that you can hear outside of this room that you are in as you are starting to awake. Verity, Leorin, Kaizen, and Xena, you have been invited to a small tavern here in the Docks District. After you've been notified by the owner that they seem to have found one of yours, a mortal guardian. You've met Veldrum, who is the owner that had contacted your guild very briefly as he's setting up the day's work, but you are being guided by Tithella, his wife, to the more residential portion of this building. She's explained that she's been taking care of this figure for the last several days, but it was only recently that she had mentioned anything about who she may have been. Only said something about the mortal guardians, and they had went to you. Tithella mentions that this figure had weapons and gear, but no other identifiable information. And she has mentioned that she's a satyr.
Oh my god.
As you enter into this room, Cheer, you see 4 familiar faces, and then another one not as familiar, but the unfamiliar face is still kind. You can read that easily in your grogginess as she moves to help you sit up. Oh, come, sit up, dearie. Well, you've been out for quite a bit of time. I'll go get you some gruel, get something in you, as well as some water. Your friend's here, maybe wanting to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And she gives you a little brief look over, make sure everything looks fine before she heads off in the room. Giving you all who are standing a bit of a warning glare that if you do anything over someone she's taking care of, you may be having to deal with some consequences afterwards.
Has Cheer been gone for a few days?
Cheer's been gone for the last month.
Oh, what?
Oh, is this the...
This is then.
Oh, fun.
Cheer.
Right. What? This must have been a wild weekend. I have not felt like this in a long time.
A bit longer than that. We were all looking for you. We didn't know where you went.
I looked everywhere for you.
What? What's... Where am I anyways? Where's here?
Winterfeld.
Oh,
At
well,
docks.
yeah, but docks. Cool, docks.
Where did you go?
What? I was just out, and then I was here.
You did. You didn't leave a note or a drawing or anything.
Well, we all have days out. It happens.
It's been a month, Cheer.
A month?
A month.
Month. That's a lot of days. I was gone for one.
No.
Yeah,
No,
no.
love, you. A month.
Right.
You've,
I know. I counted.
as Tithella comes back in, not only it seems that you have been gone from your friends, but you've also been out for about 5 days. When we found you, you were almost dead. Nursing you back to your health. And she sets water down next to you on the bed. Drink that, and then eat your gruel.
I'm sorry. Where did you find her?
Out in out in the docks. She had been blasted from the watchtower, but nearly thrown across the
Blasted?
sky. Yes? Did you not hear the explosion a few nights back?
No.
Oh, a nasty thing it was. But the others, they brought her back to Veldrum and myself. I've been taking care of her, and Rice enters blessings and aid.
When she says watchtower, do we know which watchtower that is? Is there only one watchtower in Winterveld? I
No,
can't imagine so.
no, there are multiple watchtowers. There are multiple towers in general. But you would have, even if you hadn't heard it, there has been, of course, in local news, criers, talk of the explosion in one of the near ones. So this isn't entirely new to you, but to have the connection of the explosion at the watchtower to Cheer, perhaps not something you were expecting.
Month.
A month.
What? Uh, understand.
You're here, though. You're here now.
Yeah. What I miss, I guess.
We can talk about that later. Eat.
Okay. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Don't. I'm gonna sit next to Chair on the bed.
We were so worried we even tracked down the unnamed fish person just to make sure you weren't there.
Did you get their name?
Yeah, ask. Sorry.
We
I
couldn't
looked
find them.
everywhere.
Ren! What? Oh, you just tracked them. You didn't get a name?
I thought you wanted to leave it a mystery. I'm sorry.
No, I've been so angry at myself for so long that I didn't ask their name, and I thought I'd never find them again. And
Okay.
you found them, and you
Okay.
didn't get a name.
Alright, that's
Oh,
my bad.
Chair, please.
Leo.
Kind of rubbing her back. Please don't cry. I'm trying my hardest not to.
There's nothing wrong with crying. It happens.
I know.
I'm gonna eat my food now.
During this, another figure comes to the doorway, as Veldrum, the owner of the tavern, looks over the collection, mainly to cheer, however, in this moment. Good to see you're awake. And, apologies if this will be a bit too much on your rising, but, you wouldn't happen to be in any sort of trouble with the city?
I'd look to Chair.
I hope not. I've had some wild weekends, but none that have, turned into a month and had me wake up in a weird room in the docks.
Why do you
So-
ask?
Well, while she was out, there was a figure came by, real eerie looking. He claimed to represent the city guard, asking all around the docks. Didn't quite sit right with me or the other men that found your friend here, so we all agreed to keep silent, at least while she rested.
What do you look like?
I can't really recall now. Just had a bad feeling about him.
First one, someone's impersonated city guard to get one of us. Did you get a name?
No, he just claimed that he was from the city. That's why it was, one of the things that kind of marked him off. But, if you ain't in trouble with any of the guard, I won't have no reason to go looking for him.
No.
What do we know about the watchtower explosion? Nothing.
You know that it exists, that it happened. You could go over to explore the old tower. It's
Yeah, Kaizen would suggest that. You know, if someone's looking for you,
That's a
they
good
must have known that you
idea.
flew off.
Chair just woke up and... Are you okay?
I apparently slept for 5 days. I am needing to stretch my legs, get my hooves onto some ground.
Okay, but you feel alright.
I feel fantastic.
Okay.
I turn to the tavern keeper and says, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done. Please, what can we do to repay you? Can we...
no, Titella would have my head if I asked you for any payments. You're damn right I would.
Thank you.
Just doing the will of Ray Center. Now, you keep on out of trouble and make sure that this one eats. And If you ever find yourself going on a bender here in the docks, know that you've got a room that will wait for you.
And if you need anything with Immortal Guardians, just come and look for us, and we'll have your back.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we found you in the first place, Mortal Guardians.
So misty.
So, Cheer, you're able to grab all of your stuff. It's nearby, within sight, and as you are preparing yourself, you all make yourselves good to leave, to go explore the old tower by the bay.
Yeah, as soon as like she's up and about, I think Xena goes over there and just gives her the biggest hug she could possibly get.
Oh, you're strong. Squeezing me. Because it's what I do to people.
Yes. You're back and you're real and you're.
I hope I'm real.
I missed you.
I
Okay. I
sure
let her
miss
go.
You too.
I step back and wipe my nose and wipe it on Kaizen's arm.
Thanks, Sita. Cheer, instead of falling off of a tower, you could try and like not
Stay on
fall
it?
off of a tower.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
sure if I remembered the situation, there might have been a reason why I couldn't. Because it seems like a really easy conclusion to come to, and it seems like a conclusion I would have came to. But thanks. I'll
for
keep
sure.
that
No,
in
no.
mind.
I just, she'll pull out like a little pouch of silvery dust and give it to her, and go, it's some phasey dust, so you can like go places if you need it.
Cool. I'm
Mm.
really good at teleporting.
Well, yeah, but
I'll
you fell off of a roof.
I
Tower.
was probably unconscious before I was shoved off the roof. There was
Oh.
an explosion, right? That can knock a person.
Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's just get there and see if we can't figure out what happened.
Okay.
So, you head out. Oh,
I have a question, guys. Just in case that the city guard or the representative who's looking for cheer is from the mage guild, should we kind of like maybe hide or disguise cheer just in case?
I mean, maybe, maybe not. The last place someone would expect someone to be is the place where they almost died 5 days ago, right?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but like I'm assuming we're walking talking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So here is what I know, and correct me if what I know is wrong. Cheer went out to do some personal stuff. Her memory, she doesn't have any. Somehow she got into the watchtower of the Mage Guild. She got thrown up in the air, which means she triggered something, or she was attacked by something. But like, why would she go into the Mage Guild? There's got to be a reason, right? Like somebody either asked her, or what if? Okay, what if somebody like went voodoo with her mind, made her do something like go into the Mage Guild and do whatever?
Can we not
Like
talk
she
about
could
people
be in
fucking with my
danger.
mind? In front of my face?
Let's just get there
Okay.
and see if we can't find out what happened.
All I'm
Please.
imagining is that I've connected the dots, not connected anything.
If we continue to theorize, we will get nowhere.
Okay.
We will get confused.
I'm always confused.
Yeah, you do.
Check.
So,
5 feet.
you arrive and you see the Mage's Tower. It is tall, imposing. It's almost 90 feet tall, and it's almost 100 feet from the water's edge. And as you are arriving, if anyone would like to roll for me a history check.
30.
History. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh no.
Listen, it just
Sorry, guys.
registered for history.
That one makes too much sense for me.
Oh my gosh. We got 2 nat ones.
Oh,
We got
yeah,
a 2
that-
and we got a 7. Oh god.
Right on here.
All right. Verity.
Yes.
You know that originally it was a guard tower, but it was gifted to the Mages Guild long ago, converted to a place of learning, magical experimentation. When it was moved, when the guild moved its research operations further into the city, the tower was left behind, abandoned, forgotten. Casually, it has been used as storage by the Institute for mundane materials, but otherwise it sees little use. Now, another check, if anyone would like to roll for me an investigation as you approach.
What's up
Okay.
with our rolls?
That's a 14.
Twinsies.
12,
Look at us.
13, 14. Nice. So, this will be, this will be all but, Liren, unfortunately. You see that the height of the tower brings its upper floor even with the roof of several nearby warehouses, and there is a broken window on the back side of the third floor. It's opposite from the massive explosion hole on the other side, but it is broken, suggesting that perhaps someone leapt through it. There is the what you all would see, the entrance on the ground floor was likely a heavy wooden door, but has been blasted inwards. On the grounds, it is not just you present. There are several city guard, as there is an official investigation, but they stand watch outside the entrance. They wait begrudgingly, passing the time, throwing small stones at odd targets, such as a fence post, trees, the other side of a warehouse. But that is the information that you gather upon your arrival to this tower.
We need to get to the top.
Question.
Mhm.
I mean, we worked with the Mage Guild several times. Is there somebody that, like a connection that we have that we can ask for assistance in getting up there? Because the city guards look, official.
Watch this. I'm gonna walk up to the guards.
Yeah, you walk up to the guards. They pause their game of throwing stones.
Sorry for the interruption. Seems quite important.
What is, the business? If you're part of any sort of reporting guild or news journalist, you're not supposed to be here.
Like that. We're with the Mortal Guardians. We're here to investigate.
They look at each other. Why would Mortal Guardians be investigating this? It ain't got nothing to do with them, Coven folks.
You said we only deal with the Coven folk. We're here to investigate the explosion.
I mean, there was some sort of skirmish fight between two mages from the investigative notes that have been put out.
Okay, and we would like to go up and see where the battle happened. That is why we're here.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's not 18. Could just as easily find your superior and tell them about your game.
Look, most of the investigation's already concluded. If you gotta be up, go on. We just here because, we gotta be posted. Can't just have civilians walking about.
Understood.
So if they don't put up a fight.
Thank you very much. And I come on, and walk in.
Thanks, guard boys, and cheer winks and walks in.
My goodness.
They kind of look to each other and shrug. They wait until you all are in, and then you hear the thunk of another stone being tossed.
They were nice.
They were.
Now that you are inside, a basic inspection indicates a clear fight. Magical damage, spells, and powers go forward from the base floor all the way up, and if anyone would like to roll for me a Arcana check here.
Oh boy.
Verity.
Hmm.
Some of the marks and damage, especially in the areas of the fight, indicate the usage of spells and abilities similar to cheers and powerful evocation magic.
It's odd.
Inside, inside you see that there are two figures. You see a captain of the Royal Guard speaking to a Eladrin who is wearing some sort of indication that she is from Vale de Ferris, Court of the Sun.
If they noticed us.
Hard to say for sure, but they do seem to be perhaps the official investigators of this area, and who knows, you may be perhaps in more trouble avoiding them than talking to them.
Wonderful.
We say hi.
We can say hi.
Hi! Yoo-hoo.
As they turn, you do see that the Eladrin is a woman. She has striking amber eyes, long golden brown hair that's tied to a braided ponytail, and as she stands tall, her posture, while regal, also suggests that there is a lifetime of discipline, of training. Her robes are flowing, adorned with arcane symbols, and she looks to the side of her conversational pattern. The captain of the Royal Guard, gleaming armor, he's more concerned in the fact that you're present and calls out, State your business. If you're part of the press, you must be asked to leave immediately.
Oh, goodness, we're not press. We're with the Mortal Guardians, and we're here to investigate.
Oh, Mortal Guardians, why didn't you say so?
Well, you yelled at me first.
Well, we weren't expecting Mortal Guardians to be investigating this. What brings you here?
We just said.
I understand that you're investigating it. On what purposes? I didn't realize that you would be interested in the potential assassin.
Potential assassin.
I think Cheer would hear in her head, should we tell them the truth, or are you wanting to keep that to yourself?
I don't know why you asked me a question I can't reply to.
Oh, good. I can't even cast Detect Thoughts on you. God.
Well,
You just,
yes. There was a almost assassination, which is why I'm here with Miss Adriana.
Well, we've came to the conclusion there's been a lot of arcane influence in obviously the explosion up here, and a mad mage on the loose is really dangerous for everyone. So we're here to investigate the scene to get a better idea of their capabilities, so we can be a bit more prepared in the future.
Verity just gives a very curt nod.
Well, I'll share, of course, what our investigations have revealed, so that way, if your information differs or anything of the sort,
That would be most helpful. Thank you.
of course, anything for the Mortal Guardians. You're heroes of this city. And, so, as you may be aware, there was the potential assassination. We've tried to keep that very quiet. Amadriath, Amadrithus, he was a representative of the Court of the Sun, and the captain, you can see now, a sort of identifier that says Sacred under his armor. Nods over to Adriana. He was able to get out alive. However, his bodyguards were slain, as well as a mercenary who had been hired to detect and counter any potential assassins. But Imadriath Thos has already returned to Vale de Ferre. He had shared in part of the investigation that he was supposed to be meeting some informant, an unnamed sedacious cult from the Sunset Expanse. You all would be aware that that is the area of Vale de Ferre between the Court of the Sun and the Court of Night. Now, that's all the official stuff. If you're looking for unofficial stuff, he was a fool and reckless for coming to such a remote location without much protection. But if you, of course, have anything else that you need to investigate on this floor or the ones above, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Right. Well, we'll have a look around.
I hope you don't, it's not that we don't trust you, but as we are the officials, we won't interrupt your investigations, but we will have to keep close by. And just more of a liability thing than anything else.
That shouldn't be a problem.
The more the merrier. Cheer winks. The guard
My
captain.
goodness.
I believe I'm a bit old for you.
Oh, you think that?
You would think.
That has no bearing on the situation.
So, as you guys are moving from this portion of the conversation, and heading upstairs, if anyone would like to roll for me, perception check.
I will perceive. Nope, I
Oh,
don't perceive anything.
I might.
I haven't succeeded on a check since we started this session.
You know what? That's okay. You're asleep for 5
Yeah,
days.
you've been out for 5 days. You're just getting right back into things.
That Liren stole my role.
Dang it.
Lyra doesn't have an excuse.
So, it is Verity and Kaizen. The first and second floor, they're mostly empty. There's a few dusty tables, chairs wrecked and broken by the violent encounter. Several shelves seem to have been knocked down. Old tools that sat on them are destroyed. Pointing this out to your companions, anyone who wants to roll a survival check.
Can't fail this. Yay!
Oh,
Oof. Kaizen out here stealing Cheers Thunder.
I didn't want to get the best. I just wanted to get some information as how long we've been streaming now?
About 47 minutes.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I'll take any win.
Gotta take this W. Between Cheer and Kaizen, you all kind of get the explanation, but the two of them are the ones that see immediately that the fight was heavily mobile. There was a small number of combatants that dashed through the space, leaping off of walls, marks of magical energy bolts all along them. Moving beyond the first and second floor, as you are reaching the third floor, let's get Arcana or Investigation checks, please.
howdy. Was that double digits, Lewin? Holy crap.
Eisen with twinsies.
Oh,
Look
yay.
at that. All of
Awesome.
you looking around are on the third floor of the tower. You see it is the most mysterious as well as the most intriguing. Despite several days passing, the air here is still thick with the residual magic of whatever caused the explosion. And Verity, you would be able to tell that there are remnants of psychic magic, as well as corruptive remnants of entropic demonic energies. Several burn marks still linger like living embers of sentient malevolence.
I'll share that.
Captain Seyfried in the back nods. Yes, our own arcane inspector said similar evidence. Imadrithus has denied the use of demonic magics, however. Claims that he didn't see what caused the explosion, blamed it on the assassin using vile magics.
Interesting. Cheer, what do you know or opinions about the Sun Kingdom? Court, Sun Court?
I have no ill opinions of any court in Valdefera. No season, no time.
Okay, cool. What do we know about them?
Just that they are kind of the Court of the Sun and the Court of Night are the ones that rule the um, domain of day and domain of night in Vale de Fera. It's just the local governance. They each have had very storied histories. Some could be painted in a worse light on either side, as much can be done for any historical occurrence. But it's just two different governments, really.
Cool.
During the explorations, Xena. Actually, all of you would be able to spot this. Adriana has some interest in Cheer. Has been watching her as if she sees something in Cheer that isn't apparent to anyone else. It's a great look of interest.
If she's
Can I
watching
help you?
Cheer, I'm watching her as well.
Uh, do you just watch her, or do you try to kind of read into her? Like, do you try and do an insight check, or
I'd love to do an insight check.
if that was what you would like to do, go for it.
Oh,
Catching fact that Adriana is watching Cheer, you turn to keep your eyes on Adriana. And she doesn't show any signs of hostility, not in the way that she presents herself. But you start to notice some odd things of the way that her interactions with Seyfried go. And Verity, you can't be entirely certain, but you have a good standing that perhaps Adriana has used some sort of fey magics to bewitch the guard captain, perhaps to gain entrance into the tower. The way that he stands close to her and how she watches. Again, no signs of any sort of immediate hostilities, but from what you had seen of her presence before, she probably can hold her own in a fight should it come to that.
I see Verity staring at her. Does she think I'm cute? Is that why she's looking at me all funny?
Oh, I don't have all the information telepathically.
Cool. I'll just keep looking cute over here.
Okay. I'd like to cast detect thoughts.
As you try to cast detect thoughts, there is a sort of blank space in the area that is Adriana, that you then see her eyes look over to you and an eyebrow raised. And then she is walking over to you, Verity.
I stand up very straight, and I don't look away.
Lady Windane, if you have questions, it is more polite to ask.
You know what's polite? Why are you staring at my friend?
There are things that you are not yet aware of, I believe.
Okay.
And they are not mine to reveal.
Sure. Bewitching the guard captain, is that polite?
It is useful. And he has nothing but fond memories of our long friendship. I am not your enemy, though it is clear that perhaps you do not trust me.
I didn't say that.
But you are presenting actions that speak otherwise. I suggest us working together. This is a quagmire of a mystery, and your friend is up to her neck. We should get to the bottom of it and pool our resources.
Not just for me to decide.
It is a invitation open to the rest of your companions as well.
I will make it known to them.
She stands there. She doesn't move back to Seyfried's side.
I'm so sorry, what's her name again?
Adriana.
Adriana. Adriana suggests we work together on this.
Do you trust her?
I trust that she knows more than we do.
Okay. Um, she's Faye. You said she's still right there, yeah.
Yeah, she has not moved.
Great. Kaizen would like to go up to her and offer her a daisy. Would you like a flower? They're not quite the same as in Vale de Farah, but a token of friendship, perhaps?
I'm not one for many friends. So perhaps not a token of friendship. But
A
I do.
token of not killing you immediately.
and she plucks it. She plucks it, and I do enjoy pressing flowers. Something that lasts beyond the moment that it was created. And she takes it and tucks it away.
Love. Okay, take a few steps back. A little bit
We all
concerned.
did we all hear her say that your friend is involved up to her neck?
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't trying to hide that conversation any. So if you were nearby Verity, you would have heard it.
Okay. And I go up to Adriana. Adriana, it seems like there are a lot of secrets. Maybe it seems like you know things and then we know things. And I don't know what those are. Here's what I know. Is that Cheer means a lot to me, like she's like a sister. And I want to make sure that she's safe. So if working with you means that we get to the bottom of this and we can keep Cheer, I want her to know, what happened.
Well,
Yeah.
as you are saying this,
Uh-oh.
you start to hear the sound of things outside. And we will pick up with that after our ad break. So we will see you guys real shortly to continue the story, but we'll be right back. So, you are in the old watchtower, mage tower, doing your investigations. Adriana has perhaps revealed some cards or drawn up more questions than delivering answers. But right now, a more immediate interest has taken your minds as you hear what sounds like armored steps from outside. There, if anyone would like to roll for me a perception.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that feels better. Right where I belong.
Oh no, Darren. You all are able to see the dozens of guards that are outside. But it is Xena and Kaizen that overhear the that overhear some of the conversation. There is a courier that is sent alongside ahead to the guards that are present. And what you overhear is that the new guards are have been sent to apprehend the members of the Mortal Guardians, as well as any other persons present within the tower, under the suspicion of conspiracy to murder.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
So,
Showing that.
Oh.
Assuming you don't have an hour.
Yeah.
You do not have an hour.
Okay, that's fine.
Uh, so, you would know, all of you, that, while it would not be the best for your reputations, should you, turn this into a fight to, in the accidental case, kill any of the guards. But it is something, you can, of course, fight guards that seem intent on apprehending you. If you had an hour, there would be plain shift. I'm sure that's what you were getting at.
Yeah.
You do have a captain of the Royal Guard here who may be able to talk some sense into the men.
Excuse me, Captain.
Yes?
Am I correct in understanding that you're in charge of this investigation?
From the Royal Guard, I am, yes, to a degree.
There seems to be some guards downstairs. Perhaps you ought to talk to them.
Sure of. See what is going on. There wasn't supposed to be anyone else here today, and he heads down. Likely to go negotiate.
Okay, so here's a question. I'm not sure if that's gonna work or not, the whole negotiating thing. Is there a way for us to get out of here?
I mean, I didn't see any other entrances.
Nobody with a magical foof?
Sure.
I can, but it's really specific. I need a teleportation circle. The only one I can think of is the Mages Guild, and
There's one at the guild. Well, we don't know about that yet.
No,
mind.
you would know that there's one in the,
There's one at the guild hall.
there's one at the Guild Hall.
Yes.
Would I have seen that?
I would say you would have seen that before you left. Yes.
Cool. Teleportation circle.
Okay,
Uh,
Adriana? You wouldn't by any chance know how to go poof?
Not in such a concise way, however. If you can get out of here, I can help you with more information about the attempted assassination here.
Great, where should we meet you?
She gives you a coordinates.
Okay. So we get to the teleportation circle, right? Here's my question. Is there a way that, you know how sometimes like there's a magical like doorway and then two of you guys can go through and then show up somewhere else? Like 500 feet away?
You hear the sound of shock as from downstairs. Perhaps it seems that negotiations did not go well. The sound of footsteps
Yeah,
coming
sure.
upstairs.
Dirty.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
I've been casting since they said it. It takes a minute.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Great.
Good.
Then I'm
And I
going
kind
to
of. Mm,
I'm going to say that when we roll initiative, Cheer, you are most of the way done with the casting. You have 3 rounds before you are finished with this teleportation circle.
Oh, it's us going to the teleportation circle, not going to the teleportation circle and then going poof. Gotcha. I was confused.
She's casting teleportation circle and needs a teleportation circle to get to. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
we are going to roll initiative here.
Great.
Protect me! I can't get hit.
Yeah, non-lethal.
My goodness.
Leo Red.
Hey,
look at
Leo.
you. And because of the +6 from Xena, you have the highest. Leo Ren has the highest initiative.
Out of you all.
Does someone else get a 24?
We don't know yet. I gotta roll initiative for the bad guys.
Please don't get a 24. Let him have this.
So,
Oh, actually, no, I'd get the highest. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can see.
Sorry.
so it is. Then that is our sergeant. Then we have, after that, Kaizen. Verity. Guards and commander. So, cheer. You are the first to act. You have 3 more rounds until you complete the sequence.
Yep, spending my whole turn casting. It's me.
Alright, so as you focus on the casting, putting out the sound of the figures that are rushing up the stairs and towards where you are. Liren, it is your turn.
Can I cast Sanctuary on Cheer?
You can.
That's a bonus action.
Okay.
And then there's a doorway to the stairs. They're on their way up.
Correct.
Okay, I'll place myself right in front of the doorway and take the dodge action.
Okay. Xena?
What portable furniture are in the around us right now?
Nothing. Not.
Block my view.
No chairs, no light, small cables, nothing.
This is the area that got exploded. There's nothing up here.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay, is there enough room in the doorway or entranceway or top of the stairs that both Laren, Kaizen, and I, the 3 of us, can like kind of stand in or no?
Not effectively. Like, you could all 3 stand there, but you would not have your 5 feet to effectively move without injuring the others.
Okay.
You could have 2
So-
people right next to each other in that effective
Right.
space, but not 3.
I'm gonna say, guys, don't crowd the entranceway right away so Verity can do her thing first. And I'm gonna stand aside, maybe like 10 feet away from the doorway. So if an AoE goes off, I'm not gonna get hit, but I can go in if I need to.
10 feet.
So I'm
from
gonna
where
hold my
AoE.
turn. If something comes to me, I can hit it.
Okay. Kaizen, what are you doing?
So we can't see them yet, correct? From inside the room?
No, you can hear them, though, and you heard the shout of what may have been Captain Seyfried.
Cool. Can I go out of the room, stick my head out, and see if I can see anything?
As you stick your head out of the room, nothing is quite, come up to the 3rd level just quite yet. So, you don't see anything.
Can I go half my movement away and see if I see anything?
As you move half your movement, you
25 feet?
you're still on the 3rd floor. You're in a large tower, so you still hear them. Like, they're on their way up, but they've not yet reached the 3rd floor. Like,
Alright, cool.
when we started initiative, you heard them as they were bursting past. It sounded like a cry of shock from Captain Seyfried, and then you heard the trampling of feet coming upwards.
Cool. Okay, I'll go back my other half of my movement, report that, in case it wasn't obvious to everybody else. They're not here yet. And then I will ready an action to try and stun whatever gets within melee first.
Okay, no worries. Verity,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing?
I want to be clear. There is no allies that have stepped outside of this room.
I mean, at this current time, no allies are on the outside.
Okay. How big is the area outside of this room? Like the stairwell?
So you're not in the immediate stairwell outside of the room.
How big is that area though?
It's another room, so about, we'll say 20 by 20.
Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna cast Sickening Radiance. I want the edge of it to be just beyond the door to this room.
Okay.
So the center of it is, 15 feet beyond it.
Okay. So, as you are setting that and waiting, you hear the footsteps that come rushing up, moving, getting closer, getting louder, and none seem to have entered into that area just quite yet, but you hear them, and you likely have covered into that and are starting to come onto the third floor. Cheer. It is your turn.
Casting.
You're getting closer. Leorin.
I'll stay where I'm at with the dodge action, just getting ready for anything that comes through the door.
Getting ready for anything that comes through. And you wait, and you know that they're getting close. They might even be here in the next few moments. Sina,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
As soon as I see them, I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna hold my actions. As soon as I see them, can I do spectral axis attack at them?
You would be it would be in your disadvantage long range for those as soon as you see them, but yes.
Okay, great.
Okay. They are close enough now that you hear the command from their sergeant. Once you get in, get them down quickly, and if we need the others, we'll bring them on. Kaizen.
So again, to be clear, we can't see them yet.
No, but you heard them, and they are likely on the third floor now.
Half my movement away?
You would be going through Verity's Sickening
That's true.
Radiance.
Never mind. How long does that last?
Up to 10 minutes.
Oh,
And I'm concentrating
cool.
on it.
that's neat. I'll just stay where I am. Ready action to stun anything that gets close.
Okay. As you ready your action, Verity, what are you doing?
I'm holding concentration on Sickening Radiance.
So you don't do anything with your action, no
I'm-
dodge
I'm-
action?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay. So, you hear the sound of the footsteps, and you see them, about a dozen guards rushing forward, and as they do, they will step into the Sickening Radiance. That is what, a con save?
Con saves, yes.
That is a failure.
Oh. They will all take 19 radiant. And they are... Oh gosh, those other things. They're surrounded in a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. They suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
And they cannot benefit from being invisible.
All right. And as this is happening, Xena, this would trigger your held action if you would like to use your reaction.
Yes, please.
Okay.
All non-lethally.
Okay.
That is going to be 33 to hit for a total of 24 points of damage.
Okay.
Natural 1. And that is 34 to hit for 21 points of damage, and that's my reaction.
Okay. With that, the guards are going to, some of them have, crossbows that they will, take out and shoot. That is a natural one. An 8. So, those were at Kaizen. One is going to take a shot at Cheer on the ground.
Wisdom save because I have Sanctuary from Leorin.
And that is a 17. What is Leorin's?
Meets it, beats it.
Alright, so it can still shoot, but it has disadvantage because of the exhaustion, so that's a 14.
I think first level exhaustion has disadvantage on attacks.
Oh no, that's right. That's only on abilities. It's still 14 was the first one. And then we've got one towards Kaizen is a 6. And then a 16.
Nope.
Okay, and then the last one will shoot at Verity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I used my reaction.
You did. 13 to hit Verity?
No.
Alright. After our guards, there is one that seems to be of a higher rank that pulls a pistol and is going to release that and will do so at... that is going to be at Verity. 15 to hit?
Yes, that will hit.
For 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then con save.
Just a regular con save because of the shot.
Yeah.
It's another 9.
Ooh, can I go ahead and give her an advantage with the checkpoint?
Well, I mean, it's just for it's concentration, so,
Yeah, but she's holding the concentration for the sickness ray, yeah?
the sickening radiance, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her...
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Was there a con save because of the shot?
No, it was the con save because you took damage.
Okay, I already had advantage and I got 2 9s.
So,
Oh, God.
I even
Okay.
rolled a third time because I was confused and I still got a 9.
oh,
So
no.
it's okay.
Can I give that advantage over to Leorin?
Sure.
Who's next initiative?
Yeah, please.
Cheer. It's your turn.
This is round 3 of 3.
Round 3 of 3.
Does that mean it's cast now or
It will
start
be.
my next turn?
It'll be cast here.
Oh, awesome. Everyone in the teleportation circle, it's up until the end of my next turn. And Cheer jumps in.
Cheer disappears in the blaze of light. Leorin.
I'll disengage and run to the portal.
Okay. As Leorin runs, Xena.
I go ahead and... Can I hold my turn to dash? I want to make sure everybody goes in.
Sure. And then you hear from the back, "Don't let them get away!" Tyson.
looking at Xena and say, okay, I'll turn and run. They're not melee, correct? They were shooting at us.
There were some that were in melee, but most of the attacks were done at a shot. The ones that were in the front did not.
Oh, if there's any in melee of me, then I'm gonna smack them first.
Okay.
Oh. There's one.
There's a whole dozen guards, so
Oh.
you'd be able to hit one for sure, but...
I'll just hit one.
Okay.
Attempt. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Please.
That is a failure.
Cool. Stunned. Okay, turning, going.
Okay.
Running.
You jump through. Verity?
I'm going through.
Okay.
And I'm right behind her.
And then reaction goes through. The guards and commanders are moving into the room before it is sprung with a mess of vines as Adriana casts Entangle,
Oh.
and the group fails.
Hmm.
And they are held in place as the energies whisk you away, and you are gone from the watchtower. And you arrive at your guild hall with the coordinates to where Adriana had told you to meet up afterwards, where she would be able to assist and help you more.
How much do you want to make a bet that they're on their way here now?
I mean, they don't know where we went.
No, but they'll probably check the Guardian Hall, yeah?
Then
Probably.
We did say we were. Oh, go ahead.
They already knew that we were mortal guardians, so yes, it is likely that they will come here. So he tells someone.
And then skedaddle, yeah?
Yeah, we should probably leave before we find out the results
Yeah.
of the bet.
Yes.
Should we tell
Artem?
someone?
Atom, absolutely, 100%.
I think it'd be a
Yeah.
lot funnier if we didn't know.
Wow, cheer.
Let's go tell Guild Daddy.
So you alert Artem.
Yes.
Okay. Takes the information about as well as you expect he would. But you have the understanding that time is moving forward. And you have no idea in what condition as Adriana did not come through the teleportation with you. So you make your way to the coordinates, and it leads you to a small grove just outside of the city. Not terribly far outside of the gates. And as you are looking around, go ahead, give me a investigation check or perception to see if you can spot anyone or anything. Oh, look at that, Lyran.
Still last.
Who didn't roll?
Oh, mine didn't come through.
What did you get?
It was a 23. I'll refresh.
Alright, no worries. Uh, uh, so,
Just a test really quick. Oh,
there
that's
it
nice.
Uh,
It's
it
just a
is.
test.
I can do it. I can press the button.
Do it.
It
I dare
is everyone but the paladin. Um,
you.
that can spot her where she rests. But Adriana is present in the grove. And upon seeing your arrivals, she begins to bring herself to her full standing position and you arrived quickly.
You're welcome. We try.
Are you ready to depart?
Where are we going?
Vale de Ferra.
Why?
Perfect.
Because it is safer for me there to explain the situation than it would be here. And
You're in danger.
I'm not the only one.
May we have a moment?
Time is very
Construct?
important.
Oh.
So,
Right.
a
But we're
moment
here.
and nothing more.
Yes. Yes. Guys, come here. Come here. And I
Hi.
kind of bring them over to the side.
Your
Okay.
puddle.
I would like to go ahead and do just what if again. It seems really weird that the captain of the royal guard was in charge of the investigation, but these other guards came up and said arrest the mortal guardians for conspiracy to murder. Who sent them? That means there's somebody else behind. What if Adriana is like a bounty guard or something, whatever? She's in charge of bringing us to wherever they want us to go. I mean, wouldn't that be like perfect to say, oh, we got attacked, so let's go ahead and escape. I'll help you escape, and now that I'm on your side, yeah, let me go ahead and put you over to Valdavit. Yeah?
Please.
Why would
Okay.
the Wintervale City Guard want us in Vale de Ferra?
You would know that all of you would know that Adriana is an ambassador of the Court of the Sun. So, her being in Vale de Ferra is not unusual.
Again, if we spend all of our time on what ifs, we will get nothing done and we will drive ourselves crazy.
Okay.
It is. There's no fault in having good faith. Putting faith in someone just.
Yay.
Eisen will give Xena a little pat. It'll be good. We'll be together. So.
Right. Okay. Trusted friends.
Yes.
Field trip. We're ready to go.
Woo.
We forgot to pack lunches. I hope that's okay.
And flowers.
She doesn't say much, but after looking at each of you, begins to lead to a particular location in the grove. And as she walks through, she seems to disappear.
No, there was a crossing here. Could have saved so
What?
much time.
Yeah.
Walk through.
Following.
Yes.
As you each
Woo.
walk through the crossing, you see that you now arrive in another grove underneath a bright sky. And as you follow after, Adriana leads you all, and you see in the distance the city. Volumianth. It is a prominent city of Vale de Ferra, within the Court of the Sun, resting along the Gloom Tide River. She doesn't say anything while you all walk. But she does lead you to a house within the more common district of the city. And motions for you all to enter in.
Walk in.
This is nice.
As soon as you enter in, it is a single floor dwelling, quaint. There's enough space for a small family, and as you enter in, there are two faces that are present. A dwarf, heavy brown beard, and a goblin with expertly trimmed black hair, and they welcome you in, and oh, it's good to see that you're back. Please come in. Welcome. Oh, sorry. I'm Bibbs, Trindor. Some of you may know us. Others are new. Welcome. And as you are, you hear the door behind where Adriana closes it and locks it. It's safe to talk here. There are protections against scrying and sensing.
Some of you may know us. I'm sorry. Are you famous or something?
Oh, no, but Cheer is familiar to us.
Oh, really?
Huh?
Yes, Cheer's used Safe House before, her and Scratchies and operatives.
I'm
And-
sorry, operatives?
What does that mean?
Wait.
Yes, they were just here within the last week.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
was?
Chair.
What?
You came to Valdevera without me.
I don't remember the last month, and I've made that incredibly clear.
I know.
Don't guilt trip me.
Whoa, I'm so... Chair, I'm sorry.
What's going on?
Trindor, I'll go get tea started. Why don't you handle everything else, Bibbs? Of course. And Cheer.
Hmm?
The word operative, typically it's just a word, but you feel that there's a coupling. Another word that comes after that operative number comes to your mind. And then another memory. A voice, a mentor. It's associated with the climbing plants and bright green ivy. You must get this right, Cheer. The sooner the better. If you can't control your emotions, you'll fail in the field. There won't be anyone to help you. There's no magical squad of rescuers who will come to your aid. That's it. It's over. The only thing you'll keep of you is your number, and that will disappear into the vault, forgotten alongside any number of our best and brightest. Soon you're brought back as Bibbs, the goblin, looks up to you. Do you need access to your cash, or Would you just like to sit down, wait? I don't know if the others here are aware of your connection. Or not she, they, Bibbs leans up and whispers, you know, Eve?
I'm aware, thanks. Thanks.
You just, I know you,
Yeah, no,
it's a lot.
You're doing great.
Okay.
Why was I here? Not like now, I remembered what's going on now. Last time, me, Scratches. I'm gonna summon Scratches. I'm gonna summon Scratches. Just third level.
Yeah,
Little guy.
Scratches appears. Just, he's got his towel, he's working out.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your... Do you know what's going on?
Looks around, gives a nod to Bibbs, but shrug to you.
Oh. Just me then.
You were just here for a quick refill on some of your goods for some ongoing assignment. We didn't get the details, but you've left a cache here of materials. I can
When I leave.
follow me, and Bibbs will bring you to what you stashed here. You see that there's a disguise kit, certificates of false identities in cities both here in Vale de Ferra and along the Western Shield. You also have a journal that's encrypted. As you look at that, you remember you were writing it, but you can't remember everything, and you don't recall what the meanings of the entries you see in front of you are. And then there is a hastily written, torn, and folded paper describing a Eladrin with the same appearance as Adriana and a meeting to occur the night of the battle at the tower.
Doesn't bring back much, but it's something. Where's Adriana right now?
She is in the sort of living room area with everybody else.
Oh, great. I'll take everything. Shove it in my bag. I accidentally shoved Scratches in my bag, pull them back out.
He like squeaks at you.
Sorry. Stressful situation. It happens. Oh boy. Hey, Adriana. Hi. Hello. Why was I meeting you on the tower?
That is a difficult question to answer in a concise way. And it's at this point that Trindor comes back with a tray with enough tea for everybody, and make sure everyone is offered and aware that they can grab some. Firstly...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yep.
Okay. Firstly, my name is not Adriana. It is Zeralith. And I was once a member of a organization known as Eve.
Once.
Roll a history check, Cheer.
It's a 14.
Do you recall stories? You also got advantage from chat.
Oh, I'll Reroll. 16.
You recall stories of an agent who defected to a traitorous organization, but very little other news ever emerged from the elder council or other ranking officers.
Yeah. Sarah, if you were mentioned around as a ghost story, mostly a myth.
I'm sure that they would have liked to keep it that way.
What happened?
I discovered discrepancies in my missions. I began keeping a secret log of my activities, and it did not match the official reports and any references that I received later. I presumed someone was manipulating me, using my skills for personal, maybe even political advantages, including murder. I raised the subject with my superiors. I was quickly reprimanded and instructed to abandon my concern. Soon after that, my missions were more and more dangerous, exceedingly so, often including nearly suicidal efforts to recover useless, mundane information.
They tried to get rid of you? Just in a seemingly and mundane way. That's horrible.
It is. I even confronted my field leader over this, but instead of assisting me, examining the evidence even, I was called into a disciplinary meeting, reprimanded before the entire Elder Council. I had no leads. I was fearing for my life. So I gathered all that I could, and I disappeared from the organization. And, Trindle and Bibbs have helped me operate undetected ever since.
Huh. Huh. How did we come in contact last month?
I've been watching various operations, keeping my distance, including you, a few times, and others. I've concluded that someone's using the Eve to undermine the authority of the Twilight Council. Anyone who wants to can roll a history check on the Twilight Council.
30. Oh, crap.
Oh my god. Look at that.
Hell yeah, Liren.
So proud of you. I'm gonna cry.
So, all of you know that the Twilight Council is the governing body of Fey beings overseeing the Sunset Expanse, the Twilight region between the Court of the Sun and the Court of Night. As an independent region between the Court of the Sun and as an independent region, it does not have any single political governor, such as the queens of the other two regions, but rather follows the laws of the council to manage numerous territories and disputes. And as you guys come to this, Zarelith continues. Numerous missions of Eve operatives, including yourself, and she looks to you, Cheer, seems to be piece by piece breaking and weakening the governance of the Twilight Expanse. I'm unsure of to what end. That night, I set up the meeting with Amadrithas. He is a sitting member of the Twilight Council, as well as with you, Cheer. I was trying to discover whether Amadrithas was involved in the conspiracy. Recently, he has benefited directly from several Eve operations in the Expanse, and that you had been the assigned operative, including the assassination of several lower-ranking officials. Cheer. As Zeralis speaks these words, you have flashes of memories. Someone begging to be spared, another person running from you, a third where she hid in the shadows, weaved powerful psionic magic to shatter their mind.
Right. Yeah. Must have been a while ago. I don't remember much.
I think you're part of some grander conspiracy. I think you are the hand of some dark effort to topple the Twilight Council, to send Veil the Fairer into a war between the sun and the night.
My
Who would
goodness.
gain from that?
That's what I would like to know, but right now I do believe you innocent of any intent. Your friends lead a bit of credibility to any you all are good people, from what I've seen. I want you, Cheer, to join me, to uncover this conspiracy beneath the Twilight Council, and to save Eve before some malefactor destroys it from the inside.
Yeah, no, I'm in. I'm in. It's a separate mission from the one I'm on right now. So you can just call me Kira, okay?
What?
Back up. You knew this, Cheer?
I knew what?
Let me see. That you were an agent of Eve, that you killed people.
Well, the killing things sometimes. Operative, yes.
Ah.
What?
Cool.
What are you talking about?
What wouldn't I be talking about? I can't
What are you
tell.
talking
It's
about?
secret. If I tell you, you'll get like pulled into a room and then be like, you know too much, and then you'll get mind like wiped, and then they'll probably kill you. So
Let them try.
You.
what? Like, they
Here.
might kill me as well. What?
You're a secret agent?
Maybe.
You're a secret agent. And you've been doing these missions. And part of the mission is assassination?
Not right now. Right now, I am a ranger called Cheer, sent to investigate veiled Umbra rifts that,
What?
can be dangerous.
Ranger named Cheer? Cheer's not your real name?
Name's Kira, I just said.
I knew that.
You did.
How did you know that?
She told me.
A few people I tell. After the missions, we get our mind wiped, so we don't remember much about it, or we don't have any attachments from before. So a few people, that I really begin to trust, I tell my real name. So it means if I do get sent back and my mind wiped and I don't remember anything, if that person says, "Your name's Kira," I know I can trust that person.
And I turned to Verity. You knew this.
I knew. Not all of it.
You knew the name, I couldn't tell you the purpose.
I knew. I understand.
Well, revelations, well and good. We do have planning that needs to begin.
Oh
Right.
boy.
So. All right, Brent. Wow, get that blame Faye in chat.
I take full responsibility for this. Faye's innocent.
Complicit.
You know, conspiracy. As you begin to now turn towards the effort of talking to set out a plan, there is an interruption. A shimmering avatar appears in the midst of the main hall of the safe house. An illusory image and scrying sensor of the Eve ruling council. You see several figures that stand midst the council chamber. And as these figures appear in a house that it should be protected against any sort of scrying and sensing, we are going to pause here for a quick break. So, stick around with us as we are going to have an ad break, but we will be back here shortly to see what is happening, what is going on, and well, we'll just leave it there, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back, and we have the illusory images of the Eve ruling council. And one of them speaks, a satyr that calls out. Operative number 20046, codenamed Cheer. Are you present at this location? This is an urgent matter, and your safety, and the safety of many others, is in jeopardy.
Cheer can't come to the phone right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep.
You see a conversation between the other council members, and at the same time, there is a look from Bibbs to Trindor, and you hear the whisper on your side. Did you send them? there is a brief moment that you see Trindor slowly lowering his face in shame when the speaker speaks up once more. There has been reports of corruption within the Eve, and you have been blamed for them, Cheer. Falsely. We do not believe that there is any corruption. That, however, there is someone outside the Order who is deceiving, a former member of the Order who has stolen valuable materials for their own personal gain. You are not the first operative that this traitor has tricked. Your eyes see Zarelith, who is still in the shadows, and shakes her head. It does not seem that she has been seen by the censor.
I have been led to believe that there is corruption from within the Vanguard. I'm currently investigating it, despite my previous mission. For that, I apologize. But I think this is really important, and unfortunately, I don't have the proof to. I don't have anything to give right now, but I'm chasing a really good lead.
I implore you to turn yourself to the authorities at Volumianth, for us to clear up this mess, for your charges to be revoked.
I don't think I can do that.
A familiar face now steps forward into the scrying sensor, and you see Council Member Ivy. Surrender, please. Do not contradict the will of the Council. Trust that we will ensure your safety.
It's not my safety I'm worried about. If I don't find out who's actually behind this, some people who are innocent are gonna get in a lot of trouble. And I can't let that happen.
As you speak, the sensor shimmers, shifts. You all now see the majestic form of the Emerald Dragon, Siloran. You see that he is gargantuan, a regal dragon of immaculate, deep green scales, and sharply narrow eyes glowing like pale jade gemstones. And as Siloran leans down into the scrying sensor, gazes into it before looking back at his elder council members. And then he looks to you, Kira. Disregard your previous instructions. And the tone is so commanding, so directed solely at you. The other members of the council are stunned. There's a sudden change, and they don't know how to handle it in this moment. But Siloran continues. Evade capture by the gods of Lumianth. I am aware of the conspiracy which you have discovered, but our council has not yet been briefed. Due to the uncertainty of its pervasiveness amongst us, I have withheld these revelations in an effort to discern the traitors. But as we have now come to the stark precipice, we have no choice. Do this as I instruct. Find Lord Deravir. Deravir Silveris. He is a magistrate in Volumianth with whom I have worked extensively on behalf of the Vanguard. Appeal for his protection and invoke my name, but do so quietly and without drawing unwanted attention. Then await my instructions.
Understood?
Can everyone roll for me a perception check? Verity, no. Lyran, no. Kaizen, Xena, and Kira. You hear the sounds, though they do attempt to be quiet and stealthful, but there are assailants outside. And as you notice that Bibbs and what was his name? Trindor, that's it. Bibbs and Trindor are in a sort of tussle, and of course, Zarelith is off to the side and keeping in the shadows. You've not had anyone keeping watch. Do you point out the fact that there are figures here?
Yep.
Bibbs immediately stops what they were upset with Trindor about. If they can find the house, then they're Eve operatives. And Cylorn growls. No one should have been dispatched to the safe house. Kira, get your colleagues and get out. And then
Done.
this scrying sensor ends suddenly. There is a dispelling burst that explodes within the midst. There are any sort of magical auras, such as mage armor, temporary hit points, or ongoing spells. They are gone, dispelled. And we are rolling initiative.
Leo, take advantage, please.
Oh no, Sirenscape. You got advantage from chat.
Oh, good. Well, I gave you my luck, so you better get better than 11, buddy.
Twinsies. I got 2
Oh,
11s.
Oh, you got 211. What?
you still get to go first, right? Because I got that one.
You get to go
You have a
first
plus
because
one. You have a plus 10.
you've got a plus 10 on the
Yeah.
initiative.
That's true. Darn, I tried.
I appreciate it.
Oh.
It's not worth the 1,000 points.
Yeah, I know that now.
So, gonna get Sirenscape back up in just a moment. But while we get that started, so it is going to be Cena and Kira, our captain, then Verity, our mercenaries. No, it would have been Xena. Yeah, I did put Xena first. I thought I put Kira first. Xena, Kira, Captain, Verity, mercenaries. And it will be Kaizen, Liaren, and then our special guy, Crevorin. Cool. So, Xena, you are the first to act. What are you doing? Oh, you're muted, by the way.
He said in commands reckless strikes with great weapon master. Don't know if she can speak.
Did not have commands pulled up, so cool. All right, so as you rush forward and as you bring the blade of Slackthor against the figure, the first that you can see, it is this mercenary that wears armor and a shield, and as you bypass his defenses and cut down into him, the figure drops to the ground. But there are still others that are nearby. Kira, it is your turn.
Yep. I'll run over to the closest one I can, and with my new old warhammer rather than a staff, I'll start bonking.
Go for it.
That's 25 to hit.
25. Let me see who you end up going for. 25 will hit you end up going for the second of the elite mercenaries.
Awesome. That's 17 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of psychic.
Okay.
Then a dirty 20 to hit.
A dirty 20 will just hit.
That's... Ooh, I have great weapon fighting style. That's 13 points of bludgeoning and 9 points of psychic. And that's my turn. Actually, bonus action, I'll give a bardic over to Verity.
All right, no worries. So, as that happens, the Twilight Captain, this figure, is going to once more call upon his magic, but this time we are going to get a... Can everyone roll for me a dexterity saving throw?
Is this a spell?
It is.
Awesome.
With pleasure.
So... unfortunately, everyone but the paladin will save. And that's going to be... the air becomes a crisp and chilled as the temperature plummets in an outward explosion of ice. That is 45 points of cold damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one.
How much was it? Sorry.
45.
Thank you.
So, with that, it is the end of our Twilight Captain's turn, and Verity, you have a elite Twilight mercenary, you have the Twilight Captain, and then you have a Eladrin figure, Winter Eladrin with black hair and a scar across his cheek.
My goodness. Let's go down the line with some blasts. 17 to hit someone.
17 does not hit the elite mercenary.
Okay, we'll go for him one more. It's a 22.
22 will.
Great. It's 14 force. Next one, an 18 to hit.
18 will hit the captain.
Okay. It's 10 force, and the last one is a 30
Oh, yeah.
for 9 force.
All right.
Oh, I had a bardic. Hold on. We'll go back to that first one.
Okay.
Hit him.
So that turns into a 21.
21 will hit.
Great.
Yeah.
So that first guy will take another 11 force.
Nice. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right.
Sorry.
And then after Verity's turn, it is our mercenaries go, and Kira, you're right there. The figure is going to raise the sword in their hand and is going to swing it down. The first one is a 11.
Nope.
Then we have a 24.
Yep.
And that will be for 11 points of slashing damage. And you know what? Yeah, he's gonna make that a little spicy. We're gonna add 9 radiant. And that's it for our mercenary. Kaizen, it's your turn.
Cool. So mercenaries are busy with cheer, and then there's this Eladrin and the captain fella.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Eladrin look like a mage?
Not particularly.
Okay. I'll go try and hit the captain.
Go for it.
Let's see how badly this goes. Is he by himself?
More or less, yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, then... Well, okay, I'll punch him first, and then... Oh, no, I won't. Okay, we are going to slash. Oh, no, I won't. 18 to hit the captain?
18 hits the captain.
Really? That's exciting.
Yeah, the captain's a mage.
That's true, but still. Okay, so he's getting sneaked if he's by himself. Okay, action. We'll do Flurry of Blows. If I can find it. Okay, 26. Can I get a con save? And he's also getting Hand of Harm.
That is an 18 on the con save.
He's fine. Alright, try this again. Last. 21 to hit. Another 12, another con save, please. And he's poisoned, if he can be.
Fails that last con save, and is poisoned.
Cool, and he's stunned. Okay, that's it.
Alright, Liren.
Are there any baddies that don't have a friend yet?
Yeah, that Eladrin with the scarred cheek does not have a friend.
Oh, can I get over there to attack?
You can.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Alright, it is, as you rush forward towards this figure, he is going to use his bonus action to disengage as he moves past. I'm not here for you, and it moves straight for Kira. And
That's nice. That's mean.
as he moves in, he's going to slide in behind the where you are, Kira, and ends up in a flank with our mercenary. And as he pulls out a dagger in each hand, goes in for an attack.
Oh, he's a rogue. That bad. With advantage. Oh no.
Yeah.
In danger.
That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
That is going to be.
What a damage.
Mhm. That is 26 points of piercing damage. And an extra
There we go. We'll wait
2
for that.
cold.
Oh,
And it's at this point that you see where Zarilith is beginning to try and cast a spell, trying to wrap the weave around each of you, and before she can even do so, there is a arcano-mechanical device that disrupts everything, and you can see it kind of vibrating on the ground. You don't know if it'll do anything else, but it's there. And she's going to use her bonus action then to drop a bear totem. Each of you will get 20 temporary HP.
whoa.
And
Okay.
Xena, it's your turn. Alright, so as you swing forward, up at the 3 attacks, 2 of them are able to actually impact against the next closest mercenary after you took down the first one, meaning that, Kira, you no longer have the mercenary in front of you that you were focusing on, but you do still have Krivlorin at your back. And as the mercenary drops, Kira, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna cast Guardian of Nature.
Okay.
For Primal Beast. And we'll bonk this guy that stabbed me. 'Cause that was mean. 29 to hit.
29 will hit. He's going to use his reaction to uncanny dodge, though.
Cool, that's 17 points of bludgeoning and 7 psychic. Then second attack is a 24 to hit. Alright, 12 points of bludgeoning. Oh, I didn't do the force. You took an extra 4 force on that last turn.
Okay.
And new attacks, 12 bludgeoning. 4 psych. Nope. 14 psychic.
Alright.
Do 2 force. And we can make it spicy. For 20 points of radiant.
Okay. And as your hammer strikes in with a explosion of light and psychic energies, through the momentum, you feel where it hits against this Eladrin, and then he is gone, as if falling down like snow, leaving just the captain here. As it is now our captain's turn. And Captain looks over to...
Captain stunned.
That's right, Captain stunned. Captain looks over the scene with a little bit of concern. And that's all he can do. Verity.
Yes.
There's just the captain left.
Cool.
He's stunned.
Amazing. We'll focus on him then. That's a 28 to hit.
Yeah.
11 force. 9 force. 6 force. And another 6.
As the pelting of energies into the captain here, I believe that may be enough. But let's just double check here. He is holding in by a thread at the end. Is there anything else you do on your turn, Verity?
No, that's it.
Kaizen, we come to your turn. Our captain is hanging in by a thread.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, give him a little smackaroonie, with advantage. We're just gonna go quit fishing because it's fun. Okay, 28 to hit. Okay, 10 bludgeoning. Is he dead yet?
With that, the captain falls, meaning that you are no longer bound by initiative. And as Zarelith once more tries to wrap the weave around you all, that humming and buzzing device explodes outward, further disrupting the spell, but also coating you all in a glowing and viscous residue. Can everyone roll for me an Arcana check?
Oh, I don't feel comfortable with that number. 17.
All right. Then Liren and Verity recognize that this is a veil web grenade. It is a trinket, powerful, and carried by Dawnlight Sentinels, the official guards from the Court of the Sun. And roll for me perception checks.
Maybe 15.
You all see where they're outside is a squad of sentinels rushing for the front door. Quickly,
Cute.
Bibbs, the goblin, "Follow me, quickly, now!"
Yep.
And they lead you to a secret door that leads out of the back of the house, where you can then flee into the city. As you are running through the alleyways, there is a area that you reach, a small Scullodon station. Several people are disembarking from the Scullodon. You would know that the tracks for Scullodons in Vlumiant are wide dirt roads, flanked on either side by wide waterways, serving as protective moats. The roads have been dug into the ground such that they are muddy aqueducts adjacent. Anyone who wants to roll for me either Arcana, Nature, or History may do so. So, for Liren, Verity, and Kaizen, what you would know is that Scullodons are hard-headed tortoise-like cousins of turtle drakes and shellivoden that live on land and eat glowworms, which they naturally acquire by ramming trees, knocking the worms off, or other large bugs from the higher limbs. Kira, you also know this, but you know a little bit more. You know that skeletons have been domesticated in Vale to serve as a fast-moving transportation within the cities, and are confined to long tracks around the perimeter. This is but due to their bumbling and heavy nature, without significant safeguards like the moats, the creatures can cause tremendous damage, rumbling through structures accidentally. As you are getting closer, moving just off of pure instinct, you come up to this large female skeleton, a huge cerulean shell and scaly heather-toned skin. Her muscles are well-toned despite her large size and heavy load. Skeletons like this one typically have large seating structures to fit 4 to 8 medium-sized creatures, as well as a smaller compartment for luggage and other goods. When you are close enough that you can read the nameplate, it does read Twinkle. You see that her driver is a cypress sprig and seems to be almost lounging in his driver's seat. You do hear the sound of the racing footsteps of the sentinels that are still trying to evade, to catch you.
Might I suggest we get on?
Die for this thing. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
As you all move forward, climbing into Twinkle's carriage with a hurried pace, the driver starts the a bright and glorious day. My name is Burleywick. How can I... Oh, where are you heading? You are in quite a bit of a hurry here.
Should we say who we're going to? I don't know.
I mean, how else would they know that where we're going?
I don't know. It was said, like, how to put it, to keep it quiet. We're going to Lord Delavere.
Oh, well, there we go.
He turns now fully in his seat and then sees in the distance where the Dawnlight Sentinels are coming in, and then looks to you, Kira. Alright. Here's my offer. Double the normal rate for a fare. I guarantee you won't be caught.
Fine.
Alright. And eventually I will tell you the guards that you forced me into this.
Yeah, that's fine. We had a knife to your back. Just go.
Let's go.
Alright. As you make this agreement, the sentinels are emerging from the alleyways in their sprint fully down the streets. Burleywick gives a maniacal grin. Ready for a sprint, my baby girl! And as he shifts the hanging basket of glowworms in front of Twinkle's face, the huge beast grumbles. There's an elation in her physicality as she starts to crawl for it. Go ahead, roll for me nature checks here. Parody.
They can't help it.
So, Kaizen, Xena, and Kira know that Skolodons are very slow at first, but can build up to unusually fast speeds. So, as the Skolodon begins its rumblings, the Sentinels are catching up and are trying to climb on board. And let us you guys, we're gonna do this in a similar fashion to what we've done in the past. Your initiative will be first, the group initiative. You all can act inside of it as you will, and then we will have our guards. And the guards, the sentinels, 4 of them have just jumped on, and it seems that they are trying to disrupt your
Oh.
Skolodon trip. So, what are you guys doing?
May I blast them?
You may.
Great. It's a 27 to hit one. It's 11 force and he's pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
It's a 27 to hit another. 15 force, push back. A 17.
17 will just miss.
Okay. 31. 8 force, push back 10 feet.
Okay. 10. So, that is your action, Verity. Do you do anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright. The rest of you, do you do anything here?
How far away from them at this moment?
They are on Twinkle. They
Oh,
jumped
boy.
onto Twinkle. 3 of them have been pushed off due to Verity's Eldritch Blast. And Twinkle, again, very slow at this current moment, but is, will build up speed.
Is it all fake creatures that's on us?
Hard to say for sure, but yes, most likely. They are Dawnlight Sentinels, so they are of the Court of the Sun.
Cool. Everyone that's... Oh no, because that would affect Verity.
Verity is also a fake creature.
Yep, and so am I.
Yeah.
Oh boy. How's your wisdom saving throws, girl?
I have proficiency.
And you have a paladin or 2.
And also the unicorn helps.
Okay, can each Fae within 30 feet of me make a wisdom save?
Okay, it's 13. I don't think...
No, you're not.
Hold on. 16.
Nope.
I
I grab hold of Verity.
Okay.
Using Turn the Faithless.
Oh my
Each
goodness.
Fae or Fiend within 30 feet that can hear must make a wisdom save. On a failure, the creature is turned for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage. But I'm holding Verity.
What's the DC?
19.
Well, I give her a +4, so that'd be 20 total.
16
Oh.
plus 4 is 20.
Yeah.
You're fine, you're fine.
Okay, you can still hold me if you like.
Yeah, I'll still hold.
Okay.
Uh,
It's nice to be held sometimes.
what happened to Cheer is that her
Yeah,
cover was
accountable.
blown, and revealed to who she really is.
Yeah, really.
So,
Oh, hi, Will.
so,
Yoo-hoo.
as, the... And how long does that turn last? The turn be
minute.
a minute? Cool. As they run, because all of them failed, your, Skolodon, begins to pick up speed, and quicker and quicker they, are... You hear the hollering and shouts of Burlywick this wild excitement. He's like a mad racer as Twinkle picks up speed. And then you in the back are able to see where there's another group of sentinels that have secured their own Skullodon. 8 of them sit in the carriage as they are pursuing, and it is here that we are going to roll true initiatives.
Oh
Yay.
boy. This is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad because Leoren's been rolling great today for initiatives, but just still keeps coming last.
Oh man.
That's 13. He's up at 12. That's
So,
sad.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything.
Whatever it is, you're right.
You would not say that if you know what I
Oh.
said. No, I don't wanna. I'm gonna get so much hate if I say that.
Yeah, that's the funny thing.
Go on, put it in the chat.
We have the blame fame, or you can say whatever you want.
I guess that's what happens when your goddess is basically Taylor Swift.
Ah!
Damn. Damn. No, that's true.
It is true.
Whatever the cost, I'll pay it gladly.
I love it. Alright, so it is going to then
In a
be
getaway car.
Cena, then Verity, Kira, Kaizen are sentinels, and then Laren. So, as you guys are rushing down, and you have the, you see the 8 Dawnlight Sentinels on their own, Skullodon, coming after you, picking up speed. There is about maybe 60 feet between your Skullodons, at this point. Cena, what are you doing? Alright, so, nothing good starts in a getaway Skullodon. Good thing that you're not at the start, this is the end. So Xena takes the dodge action as the, intensity starts to bring upwards. Verity, what are you doing?
Oh, we'll blast. I'll just go down the line. It's a 28 to hit one. 8 force, push back 10 feet.
Okay. Gets pushed off of his Skullodon.
27 to hit another.
That'll hit.
15 force, push back 10 feet.
Off that Skullodon.
19.
19 will hit.
8 force, push back.
Okay.
And a 21. 9 force, push back.
Okay. With 4 Eldritch Blasts, there are 4 Dawnlight Sentinels that tumble off into the muddy moats and the area off the side, and there are only 4 that remain, and you start to see it as they look to each other and look to that. Kira, what are you doing?
Cool. What size creature is the Skullodon?
Skullodons are, I believe, a large or huge creature type. I want to say large.
Large. Cool.
Huge? Huge. Sorry.
Thank you,
Huge.
Lachlan.
Right, I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike. It's a
Okay.
bonus action, then use my action to take a shot at the Skullodon with my longbow. Hopefully. Does a 23 hit?
A 23 will hit.
That's 5 points of piercing damage, and I need a strength save. It does have advantage because it's bigger than large.
And he's a big boy in general. That's a 21.
21 just meets the DC. I'll take another shot at him anyways.
Okay.
Aim for the toesies. Does
Uh,
it have toesies?
what is your passive insight?
15.
You know, from what you've seen before, that the Skeletons are driven by the baskets holding the glowworms. You could try and disrupt that, change the Skeleton's attention, and make it not want to go directly ahead.
I'll absolutely aim for the basket with the little glow things.
Okay.
That's a 27.
Yeah, that'll hit the basket.
That's 10 points of piercing to the basket.
So what you're able to see, and what you all see, is that as the basket is struck by your arrow, it cuts through, and all the glowworms begin to come falling out of the bottom of the basket, hitting the ground, which you immediately see that Thudwig, as you now see as it gets closer, the nameplate on it, his eyes go towards the ground, but because of the massive beast that this creature is, the head, it's likely going to have to turn its entire body down as it just ran past the glowworms that it so craves. Do you do anything else on your turn? I don't believe you can.
Nope.
Kaizen, you would also have seen this. Do you do anything?
Can I? I could shoot something, but I feel like the creature's head is going down, correct?
Yes, there are, however, 4 Dawnlight Sentinels on the creature's back still.
Ah, cool. Okay. Bonus action. Can I hide quickly and then pop out and shoot him?
Yeah, why not?
Awesome. Okay, do that.
I will need a stealth check.
Okay, stealth. Let's go. How's it? 21.
Yeah, they don't see you. So you're
Perfect.
able to move down and move to an area where they would not expect you to pop out of.
Lovely. Okay, cool. We're just gonna go fishing because it's funny. Oh, wow. 17, 18, 19. Okay. Was 16. 10 piercing plus sneak to one of the guards on the back. 10. And I'll shoot just another one.
Heck yeah.
Regular shot. Cool. 28. And a 6.
Beautiful.
And then I would just like to kind of stay standing, so if they shoot at us, they have to get at least partially by me.
Yeah, no, as you stay standing, they are going to, take shots. The 2 that you just hit with their arrows, are going to, well, one of the 2 of them is going to try and hit you back with their crossbow. The other one's going to try and hit Kira. We've got one that's going to try and, hit, what's your driver's name? Burleywick? Burleywick. And then the last one is going to try and go for Verity. So, 9 will miss Kaizen.
Oh, bad.
17 to hit Kira.
Just hits.
That'll hit Burleywick. And then a 7 to hit Verity. So, 8 points of piercing damage into Kira. And perhaps showing a bit of the maniacal aspect of your driver, as he is struck by a bolt in his back, there is a small holler of pain that then turns to excitement, as if, this gets his blood pumping, real going. And he just buckles into it.
Good for him.
Yeah. The rolls were really with him on that one. Liren.
How far is the big thing that they're riding behind us?
It was gaining distance. It was 60 and then kind of closing that 60 feet as it was gaining in speed. But then you saw its head turn down to look at the glowworms.
It's a ways back there still then.
Yeah.
More than 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'll just take the dodge action.
All right. As you take the dodge action, you watch as Thudwig, that the Skeledon behind Big Grizzled, begins to actually physically turn the body around, and your driver from the front, as Twinkle picks up velocity, she's not slowed down a bit. Burlywick calls over his shoulder. Hey, one of you back there mind taking whatever it is out of my back? Tickled me a bit.
Goodness.
And it just lets out a holler into the wind that rushes past you. You are currently not in a... We'll pause our initiative here as you have a few moments, but you do see where Thudwig is munching in on some glowworms that, Kira, you have graciously provided for him.
I'll try and help pull that bolt out.
That'll be a medicine check.
Yeah, I was worried you were gonna say that.
Can I help you, Verity?
Please help me.
Yes.
Bardic.
Oh,
Yep,
no.
D10.
18.
As you, with Kaizen's guiding hand and Kira's motivational energies guiding you, you grab hold of this, and you aren't the most confident doing something like this when you're not on the back of a high-speed Skeledon, so you're really amping up your experience here. And as you pull it out, there is, whew, so much better. You think that'll scar?
Hopefully.
It might, yes.
Oh, I can't wait to tell the story of that one.
Lovely.
As you all continue to cruise at increasing speeds, anyone who wants to make perhaps a nature check?
I'd love to.
Kira and Kaizen, and Liren, you think that, you might be getting up to, like, 60, 70, feet in a matter of seconds at this moment. It's really quite a exhilarating ride. You've heard of how unnaturally fast these creatures can be, but then let's get some perception. Oh, Verity.
What? You sound so disappointed, but you should know already.
I can hope. Kaizen
Also
and...
wasn't the lowest.
I know you got lower. I was checking to see if you had a 1. But as you see something in the distance, we are going to take a quick break here for our ads, and we will join you back very soon to see what they spot in the distance. Oh gods, I hope that was caught on live. So, as we are picking back up here, you have just gotten through distracting Thudwig, and and Twinkle is gaining speed. But as you look up in the distance, you see that Skeletons are not the only thing that you have to worry about, as there are 4 armored mothwings now rushing towards you with a you see their riders, 4 sentinels that come forward, and let's get everyone to roll initiative again for me, please.
They're really not giving up, are they?
No, they really want you there, buddy.
It
Is
does
it nice? Is it nice to be wanted?
Oh
it
no,
is.
Lyran!
Lyran.
Oh no!
It's
Just
nice to be wanted, even if it is by the authorities.
Yeah.
It's
Want
nice
to
to be
kill
held, even if it is accountable.
Oh my gosh. What even is this? So it'll be Xena, then Kaizen, and Kira, Verity, are sentinels upon their moth wings, and then Lyran. So, Xena, you are the first to act, and you see the flying sentinels as they are coming closer. What are you doing?
How far far away are they from me?
We'll say that at start of combat, you saw them flying forward in the distance. They'd be about 40 feet away as you guys are rolling initiative.
Okay, so I spectral axe at it. 32 to hit
Sure.
for 14 points of damage.
Now, are you aiming for the rider or the mothwing?
Mothwing.
Okay.
22 to hit for 20 points of damage.
Okay.
And it's natural 20.
Okay.
That is 28 points of damage, and that's my turn.
All right. So, as you will strike into the mothwing, let me. That last one was not actually a natural 20 because it was the disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Then
No
it's a
worries.
60.
There's a lot happening right now. I understand.
You're kidding.
But, so that goes forward into the mothwing. Bam, 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 bam. Kaizen, you have 4 sentinels coming after you, and they are on 4 armored mothwings. What is it that you are doing?
You said they're 40 feet away.
They are currently 40 feet away.
Max. Can I get within 30 feet of them?
You would have to get off of your skeleton to get 30 feet. Like, they are flying through the air to get to you.
Oh.
And you are going at, like, 60 feet per round.
Oh, yeah, let's see. Risk versus reward. No, I think I'm gonna stay on this Scully buddy.
Okay.
Can I bonus action hide again and then pop out?
Sure.
Okay, stealth. Come here, stealth. Ooh, nat 20 on stealth.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Okay, then I will take out my short bow and shoot. Maybe shoot the one that Xena hit. Oh wow. We're gonna go fishing. Wow. Nope. Does an 18 hit? We're going for the moth.
Yeah, the 18 will hit the mothwing.
Cool. Sorry. 10 plus sneak. Cool. 19 total, and I'll throw my dagger at them. Actually, forgot I had this thing.
Okay.
Nope. The 13 miss.
Yeah. And I believe you would be in the long range, so it would technically be a disadvantage.
Oh,
but...
wait. Hold up. Let's see how bad I can get. Oh, no, it's not. Not
Ah.
better. Not worse. Okay.
13. As you throw the dagger, you hear the clink as it hits one of the metal plating on the Mothwing and then just bounces off, clink, into one of the moats.
Okay. That's it. I'll just stand there, kind of going, take your best shot, buddy.
All right. Kira, it is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike and try and shoot one of the riders.
Alrighty. You all now have a +1 to your attack for the rest of the session as well. Thanks to T-Cat.
Yeah, thanks, DCat.
Yay!
I'm just gonna add that on manually to my longbow, because I have some stats for it anyways. That's a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Awesome, that's 10 points of piercing. Well, that just my last bardic onto it. 3 psychic, and I need a strength save.
And was this the, just any rider?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd end up being the rider that's on the Mothwing everyone was else was hitting. And then strength save?
Yep.
That is a total of 17.
17 fails, he's restrained.
Okay,
Unless that boy has a hover speed.
I mean, he's using the speed of his mount. You hit the rider.
It needs to be a creature.
The rider is the creature. The
Yeah,
mount,
so that-
the Mothwing, and then his rider. The Dawnlight Sentinel is on the Mothwing.
It's advantage anyways. I'll take my second attack at him.
Go for it.
15.
Was that with the advantage because he's restrained?
Oh, forgot. Look at me doing things. 26.
26 will hit.
That's a 9 piercing, and that's my turn.
Alright, as it hits into the figure, you can see where the Mothwing already hurt begins to sort of almost drift to the side as the rider, now wrapped up in vines, is unable to properly steer and hold on to it. Let me just roll something here. Ends up crashing into the moat. So, you have 3 riders as Verity. It's your turn.
I wonder if I can push them off too. Let's try it. 19 to hit one.
19 will hit a rider.
Cool. So that's 9 force, and if he can be, we push back 10 feet.
As he's pushed back, you see where it kind of sends the Mothwings a little off course as the rider staying put on the Mothwing. The saddle allows him, but it does create this sort of tailspin.
Okay. You know what, that's fun, but we'll do the same thing for the rest of them.
Alright.
26 to hit the next one.
For sure.
13 force, push back.
Oof.
And then we have a +1, so that's a 30. It's 14 force and push back. And then there's one more. We'll just hit the first one again.
Yeah, go for it.
Uh,
I'm sure he deserves it.
27. Well, 7 force, and we'll push him back again.
This Mothwing almost screeches, being shoved back again just as it had centered itself. The rider's trying to calm it down. And as that's happening, you would see that same rider is grabbed by something that appears just on the side of the Mothwing and throws him off as you see Krevorin now taking the saddle and is going to push the Mothwing forward as he looks straight at you, Kira, and brings his second hand to point at you. The other sentinels are also going to study their rides and are going to close distance, and as they do so, take out their, you see that they have these battle axes that they are going to swing down. And who do these ones swing at? The first guy is going to go after... That is Verity. The second one goes after Kira. So, as they come rushing up to each side of you, we have an 11 to hit Verity. And then a 21 on its second attack.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
For 5 points of slashing damage. And then for Kira, we have a 12
Nope.
and a 19.
Just misses.
Alrighty. And with that, Leorin, we come to your turn. Oh, do we not have Leorin? Alright, we're gonna hold Leorin's turn until... But, with that, we'll come up to the top of the round. Xena.
How far are they from me?
You've got two sentinels that are just on the other side. One's in front of, Verity, one's in front of Kira. It's gonna take me a while.
I got to the one that's in Verity, and I do overwhelming strikes with Great Weapon Master.
Go for it.
That is going to be 25 to hit for a total of 28 points of damage. 25 to hit again. For
All
30
right.
points of damage. Still up?
This one, yeah, because this would be the, are you going after the sentinel itself or its mount?
This is the one that's on Verity, right?
There is the sentinel came up, and so the Mothwing is lower than where Verity is because it swung down.
No, I apologize. I mean, if I can get to the mount, I would like to hit the mount.
Then yeah, so it is still up, but yeah, I just want to make sure that where you're intending this.
30 to hit.
Cool.
For a total of 29 points of damage, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, so as you slash into the Mothwing 3 times, each striking and tearing at the wings, trying to pull away, it's starting to lose its flight capabilities, and with that, it is heavily wounded, but still in flying condition. Do we have Leorin again?
Yes.
All right, let us get to your turn. You have Krevorin on a stolen Mothwing coming up, but right now you have 2 sentinels on their Mothwings, one in front of Kira, one in front of Verity, which Xena just went over.
I'll attack the one Kira.
Okay. Now, are you going for the Mothwing itself or the sentinel that rides it, that attacked Kira?
I'll go for the sentinel itself.
Cool.
It's a 19 hit.
19 will hit the sentinel.
That'll be it.
Oh no! So, as you release your attacks, one of them catching and slicing through, it is then going to be Kaizen's turn.
Cool. Can I go flank with the one that Leon was just attacking?
If you want to try doing acrobatics to get onto the back of the Mothwing, sure.
Oh. How is a 14?
It's a little bit, hard to maneuver as you step forward. You get onto the Mothwing, but are unable to, properly maneuver to get into a flank. But you are now standing on the Mothwing with this, figure right in front of its face.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna hit it quickly.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. 29 to hit. Con save, please.
That is an 18.
Ah, meets it, beats it. Okay, we're gonna hit him again. Actually, yeah, we'll hit him again.
Go for it.
Alright, 27 to hit, and 8 bludgeoning, another con save.
That's a 7 this time.
Ha! He's stunned. Can I wait, I don't have another attack. Well, okay, we're just gonna do Flurry of Blows on him.
Go for it.
There you are. With advantage. Alright, 29 to hit. That, and he gets Hand of Harm as well. Another 9 necrotic. If he's not dead yet, I'm gonna hit him again. Oh, we're going fishing as well. Nope, 29 to hit. And another 9 bludgeoning.
Alright, that is a sentinel down. Which
Can I
means
stay
that...
on the Mothwing?
Yeah, you can stay on the Mothwing. So as you fight back, and the sentinel, falls off, you're able to seat yourself into where the saddle is, and take hold of the Mothwing.
Cool.
So... can you, for no particular reason, roll for me an animal handling check?
I would love to. That's a 6.
No.
Cool.
Nice Mothwing.
As you sit into the saddle, it's strange. It's not like sitting on a horse, but as you take a hold of it, it's a good thing that you have a hold of this, because the Mothwing does not seem to respond well to your seat, your posture and your seating on this, as it starts to go a little crazy. We'll see how that handles in the future. Kira, it is your turn.
Cool. Cool. How many left?
There is Kravorin, who's on his way towards you. You can see that his eyes are locked solely on you. And then you have the one in front of Verity, where Xena is also there.
Cool. Oh boy, I'm gonna cast Fly on myself. And I'm gonna try and see if I can go and meet the guy coming towards me.
Yeah, easily you can do that. And as you do that, you see up at the front, kind of near where Burlywick is, what was her name? Zarelith, who kind of looks like there's concern and worry as you do this. But as you look at Kravorin, there is just a satisfaction in his face as you approach him.
Is my turn done?
Verity, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. So there's one on me.
Yes, you have the sentinel in front of you that tried to swing at you with his battle axe.
And Kira's just flown away.
He's just flown away.
Great. Please be careful. Oh, good. He's within 30 feet?
Your sentinel pet?
Huh?
He's in melee.
Oh, great. Not great. Not great. Well, Cena's here. Okay. Can you make me an intelligence save, please?
Yes, he can. That is a 20.
Oh, he'll take 17 psychic damage. He just fails.
That was the highest that he could get.
Oh, bless him. It's my turn.
All right. As you release that, it is our sentinel's go, and he is going to try and swing down one at Verity, one at Cena. 14 to hit Verity,
Just hits.
and then a 22 to hit Xena.
Nope.
For Verity, you are looking at 7 points of slashing damage.
Amazing. Can he make me a dex save?
Sure. It's a 5.
That's going to be 33 fire.
Cool. That's no more sentinel. And with that, there's no longer anyone to direct that mothwing, so it flies away, and leaving just now Trevorhin, who is going to close distance with you, Kira, and as he does so, draws forth a dagger again. This one that seems to gleam with a malice as he leans over the side of his mothwing to slash at you. That is a natural 20.
Yep.
Alright. And that will be 7 points of piercing damage, but I do need a con save.
16.
16. That will be half damage. As you feel the poison that was slicked across the blade now seeping into your system, and that. So it would have been a 41 on a failed save, but you take half, so 20 poison damage.
I need a concentration check for fly, which is a natural 1. But I'll use my legendary resistance to
Okay.
keep flying.
So as you pull the strings of fate to keep yourself in motion, in flight, that is the end of our Sentinel's turn. And of course there is only Trevorhin left. As Leorin, we come to your turn. What would you like to do?
Are there any baddies near our platform yet? Or still?
No. The closest baddie adjacent would be the Mothwing that Kaizen's trying to ride, that is likely going to try and buck Kaizen off.
It's fine. It's fine.
Is she above the platform or like off the side of it?
Off to the side. She's fully on the Mothwing.
Okay, I'm gonna go over by her just in case and hold my action to try and catch her if she falls.
It's the reverse of
use it
throwing
face.
beans. So, yeah, no, so we've got Liren going to try and catch Kaizen should she be thrown off the Mothwing. And that is your action to prepare for that. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, I mean, she could also choose to jump away from it. I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay.
It's not my turn yet.
Then, Liren, I believe your turn will come to an end. And with that, Xena, we'll come to your go.
What can I attack?
There's really not much that is next to your Skullodon. The creature that was holding the sentinel neck that was on Verity has, without a rider, fallen off towards the side.
Yeah, that's fine. It's my turn.
Okay, so you don't want to do anything?
Nah.
Okay. So as you just scan the area looking around, seeing for any threats, and seeing none that you can actually move in against, you wait and keep vigilant. Kaizen, I'm going to ask at the start of your turn, as you feel the rumbling of the Mothwing beneath your seat, to give me another animal handling check, please.
Hey, 22.
Alright, you're able to calm the beast down as it's starting to try and buck you off, but you've managed to get it to just sort of settle a bit. You don't know if you could truly fly this thing, but you can always attempt to. What are you doing on your turn?
Where's the fella that Kira is fighting relative to, like, the Scully?
A few tens of feet back. He's now that Kira is there, not interested in really pursuing you guys further.
Could I try and fly over there?
Yeah, you could. And with a 22 animal handling check, it's not the most graceful because you just calmed it down, but you do manage to fly over there. As
Can
part
I
of that.
flank with Kira?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, cool. Excellent. I will take out Lillian Slash. This is the rogue buddy from before, yeah?
It is the rogue buddy from before.
Okay,
Same
okay.
scar along the cheek and all.
Oh, wow. Okay, 29 to hit. Okay.
Was that 2 1s? As part of that 3?
I didn't mention that. Nope, wait, don't mention that. And sneak. Really sucky sneak. That fits. 2 more 1s for you there, Faye.
I love it.
Alright, cool. Okay, we're gonna punch him. While not falling off. Okay, Elven accuracy. Nope. 23 to hit?
Yeah, 23 hits.
Excellent. Okay, we will do flurry of blows as well.
Go for it.
Okay, 27 to hit, we'll go fishing. Nope. 29 to hit. He's gonna get Hand of Harm as well. Cool. Okay, last one. All the ones, my gosh. Okay, 21 to hit? Does 21 hit?
21 hits.
Alright, cool. Another 8 bludgeoning, and then I'm gonna try and go back because I don't trust this creature.
Okay. You start making your way back. He does not take an attack of opportunity. It seems he's holding his reaction for something else.
Well, he's also can't because of... What's it? Fancy footwork or whatever.
That's right. So,
Schmuck.
with that, you make your way back. Do you jump off of the Mothwing? Or do you...
Yeah.
Okay, so as...
Yeah.
As you're doing that, Leorin, go ahead and make for me a dexterity save to try and catch Kaizen, since you were holding your action for that.
Got her.
Heck yeah, you do! Kaizen, you don't know if you really needed to be caught or not, but Leorin's got your
No.
back.
Thanks, Lou, and a little pat on the head of his helmet. You did great.
With that, Kira, it is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna start swinging at this guy.
Go for it.
27 to hit.
Oh, for sure, definitely.
That's 17 points of bludgeoning. And 9 points of psychic. And a 27 to hit. 17 bludgeoning. And 11 points of psychic. Well, that was a 1 in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 12 points of psychic, sorry.
Yeah.
Then bonus action, I'm a spiritual weapon and
Go for it.
take a third bonk. So we're upcasting. Does a 19 hit?
19 will hit.
That's 19 points of force damage.
Would you like to paint for me a picture?
I'd say it's... Kira hasn't used her Warhammer in a very long time, so... It's not graceful, it's not elegant, she's also not on the ground, she's flying. So... It works though, it's to two sides of the head, and the spiritual weapon's just her Warhammer again, but Spirit appearing behind him and bonking him down on the ground.
So as the third bonk, as your weapon appears a second time, this etheric version of it sends the Krevorhin down to the ground, spiraling off of the Mothwing, who, much like when Verity had shot before, kind of goes into a tailspin before regulating, who then will fly off. But Krevorhin on the ground stays, and you would know, Kira. He has been defeated, slain for good. Which means that when you return, flying back to your companions, you do so without worry. It seems you have evaded pursuit for the moment, and as Burlywick hides the basket of glowworms from Twinkle, she begins to slow down, and he gets her into the inner moat to rest within the water. I think that's enough excitement for me, and you all look safe now, Burlywick says as he climbs down from the driver's seat. He walks around to check on Twinkle, gives some pets to her head, and feeds her some glowworms. Must say, I'm real thankful for the excitement there. And you're able to complete the payment. He bids you all farewell. And as Zarelith and begins to look about, trying to get the bearings of where you are in the city to direct you all where you need to get to. You all hear where Burlywick starts practicing his routine for the guards. The different ways he puts the inflections to tell him how he was hijacked. And see, I've got a scar from where they had the knife in my back, you know? And you see where he's kind of pulling up to see if his shirt will come up to where the bolt hit him.
Can I use my drum to get back a bardic and then give it to him?
Easily done.
You got this.
But as you head deeper into the city to seek shelter from the sentinels and from any others who might be keeping their eyes on you, that is where our session comes to an end. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to our viewers. I hope you guys enjoyed. You can check us out more at our website, wildwitch.com. That's WILDEWITCH.com. You can join us there. It's got all our fun things going on, all the ways you can find us, including the invite link to our Discord to hang out with us, chat, and maybe jump in some games yourself. And as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.